Imagine you just unearthed a secret that could transform the way you handle every decision in your life. Astonishing, right? That's exactly what you're about to discover today. Get this. Your own mind might be playing tricks on you, steering you into costly mistakes and time-wasting blunders. But what if you could outsmart these mental mishaps? So let's dive right in and arm you with a robust checklist to outwit these mental gremlins and make smarter decisions in your personal, professional, and financial life. We've all been there, planning our day with a long checklist and barely ticking off half the items by dusk. It's maddening, isn't it? Why do we falter? Often, it's the pesky planning fallacy at work, a cognitive shortcut that leads us to consistently underestimate time or resources needed for a task. But that's just one among many cognitive biases skewing our judgment and leading us astray. Ever faced a bad situation and muttered to yourself, "What was I thinking?" You probably were victim to one of these biases. Although we can't fully erase these biases, awareness can be our shield, helping us evade unnecessary errors with our finite time and hard-earned cash. Kick things off with the extrapolation error, also known as the clustering illusion. Picture flipping a coin. After a streak of heads, you might foolishly bet on the streak continuing indefinitely. But logically, we know each flip is independent, with equal chances for heads or tails no matter the preceding pattern. Despite this, individuals often make high-stake bets on flimsy sample sizes. Moving to a city after only enjoying its summer or splurging on fitness equipment after a brief trial at the gym, all these are bets placed on scanty evidence, driven by our tendency to hastily draw conclusions from minimal data. Then we have confirmation bias, that crafty little devil. Ever zoomed in on stock charts, convincing yourself you've spotted the perfect buy or sell signal? If you're primed to expect an upward market, you'll find patterns that justify a purchase. Warren Buffett observed that humans have a knack for interpreting new information in a way that their prior conclusions remain intact. That house you fell in love with at first sight? Suddenly, the downsides like a long commute start feeling trivial. Sounds familiar? Here's another one to watch for: special case syndrome. Leaders often greenlight costly projects, ignoring the fates of similar ventures, by claiming their situation is unique. But as the wise Sir John Templeton warned, the four most expensive words in the English language are, "This time it's different." And don't get me started on not invented here syndrome. Ever whipped up a dish that didn't quite tantalize the taste buds, yet you defended it with vigor? We often overvalue our own ideas, tricking ourselves into believing in their brilliance, opposed to ideas proposed by others. Now, let's switch gears to how we deceive ourselves with the influence of others. Survivorship bias is a big one. Behind every successful entrepreneur is a veritable graveyard of those who didn't make it. When you only see thriving businesses, not the ones that crumbled, it paints a distorted picture of success. Then there's selection factor neglect. Aiming to become an Olympic swimmer without the physical prerequisites is an uphill battle. We tend to overemphasize the role of determination while glossing over inherent traits of top performers. Outcome bias is equally deceptive. We sometimes idolize those who soar to success through sheer luck. Lasting success is rarely a strike of serendipity. Luck plays a mighty role, but it's fickle. Lastly, beware of groupthink. A single charismatic leader can captivate a room and create an illusion of consensus. Yet, if everyone penned their thoughts independently, there'd likely be a diversity of opinions, not unanimous agreement. So here's the deal. Next time you're on the cusp of committing your valuable time and resources, pause and review these 8 cognitive bias traps. By being aware of these biases, you'll likely opt for trial periods, devise backup plans, and set defined exit points if things go haywire. Now, let's get real. Whatever you're planning will probably take double the time and offer half the payoff you anticipate. If an endeavor still seems worthwhile after this harsh dose of reality, it's likely a venture worth pursuing. That, my friends, was a distilled essence of insights from The Art of Thinking Clearly by Rolf Dobelli. It's an enlightening journey through the pitfalls of cognitive biases that can be as enjoyable as it is educational. I can't recommend it enough. Before we wrap up, a quick reminder: if you want to equip yourself with this life-altering knowledge, subscribe, hit the like button, and ring the notification bell. It might just be the decision that spearheads your success. And remember, this journey of tuning into our channel is a testament to your pursuit of self-mastery and personal growth. You've invested your time in learning something invaluable today. So tell me, what's the one action from this video you'll be implementing in your life? Share in the comments, so we can foster a community that thrives on mutual progress. If this video added value to your life, consider giving a tip that reflects the worth you've gained. A link awaits in the description. Thanks for joining in today, and may you harness the full power of your decisions with the insights you now hold. Until next time, aim high, think clearly, and carve your path to unquestionable success. Imagine diving into a text that's not just ancient, but deeply relevant even in today's aggressive business arena. That's what I did at the United States Air Force Academy, where we dissected a manuscript penned over 25 centuries ago. And believe it or not, it still forms the backbone of strategic education for one of the world's most powerful air forces. Now, hold your horses. You might not be in a dogfight or dodging missiles, but make no mistake, the battlefield is closer than you think. It's the cutthroat world of commerce, where understanding this text, whether you're climbing the corporate ladder or helming your enterprise, is as vital as it is for a 5-star general. Know this: if you arm yourself with insight into your adversary and a crystal clear perception of your own capabilities, you march toward victory in 100 confrontations without even breaking a sweat. Picture yourself marching into a job interview. People often flounder not because of a lack of wits, but due to a deficit in crucial intel about their potential employer. Imagine the edge you wield by letting slip that you're not just au fait with the company's market share, but also primed to boost it, backed by a concrete strategy tailored to their known ambitions. That, my friend, garners more than raised eyebrows. It earns respect, perhaps even the job. Conversely, without self-awareness, many flounder when the spotlight's on them. Why should we choose you? Imagine responding with something more compelling than the all-too-predictable "I'll work hard." You must be prepared to showcase a value proposition that sets you apart from the pack. You want to play to your strengths and exploit the gaps left wide open by others. Just like Jen, who doesn't just become another cog in the machine, expert at picking up calls. Noche becomes the go-to oracle for all things insurance, transforming herself into an indispensable asset. Similarly, in commerce, it's futile to challenge retail titans on their turf. Instead, pinpoint their Achilles heel and position yourself as the alternative they can't match. Identify what the giants are criticized for, and counter it with a product or service that embodies the virtues they lack. Moreover, in an age where litigation seems as common as handshakes, remember to ask yourself, is this battle worth the blood and treasure? Engagements of such a sort are rarely without hefty tolls. Sure, the sweet taste of victory post-litigation can be intoxicating, but you must ask, was the victory cost-effective, or did pride lead you down a path of Pyrrhic victory? Therefore, as we stride forward, let's keep these 3 tenets close. Understand your adversary and yourself, and safety will follow you like a shadow in 100 campaigns. Forgo the urge to engage in a tug-of-war with the formidable seek openings, strike where vulnerability lies. And always remember, the pinnacle of strategy isn't winning battles, it's winning without the fight, managing conflicts with wisdom, not just weapons. Now, let's not forget why we're here. If these insights resonate with you and you crave more savvy approaches to navigate the complexities of modern life, then commit to our community. Subscribe, hit that like button, and activate the notifications, because by doing so, you take the first step towards applying the principles we explore here, and reaping the benefits we discuss. So, before you dash off into the blizzard of your daily pursuits, ponder this: what moves will you make after absorbing these pearls of ancient wisdom? How will you apply these tactics to become an unstoppable force in your own life's battles? Share your action plan, and let's triumph together. Remember the weight of your words and the imprint your actions leave in the world. And if you've gained anything of value from our discussion today, consider tiptoeing to the tip jar, metaphorically speaking, in appreciation for the strategies shared. Your generous support fuels the fire, allowing us to bring you this rich, thought-provoking content. Stay strategic, stay informed, and above all, stay on top of your game. Until our next deep dive, knowledge is your armor, and with these ageless strategies, you're already on the path to becoming the strongest male hero ever in your field of battle.